On this episode of Farm to Target, we mule a couple bricks of cocaine and run from the federales. Just kidding, we're going snapper fishing, which is just as regulated.
It is.
Let's go. It's snapper season 2025, and we are out today in the Gulf of Mexico going to get us some red snapper. A little bit different episode of Farm to Target. Today we're going to call this one what? Boat to reef? Boat to reef. Me, out here with my buddy Ross. Out here just commandeering the sportsman, go for a good day of fishing. So right now we're up at an oil rig, just trying to get some bait fish. Got a speaky rig rigged up with a pyramid weight, going to throw it down and just see what we can get. So we'll see how this goes. A little bait fish for the snapper. Ross,
What's up?
Give me some of your expert opinions on snapper fishing.
Well, snapper fishing is fun, but just got a right day. I thought it's going to be a good day today. Not a lot of wind, it's supposed to die down as the rest of the day goes on.
And how does our luck go with weather and waves when me and you go snapper fishing?
For us, it's actually pretty good.
For us, it's great. How does it go when we go with anybody else?
It's like 6 to 12s.
Yeah.
Rough.
They call me Captain Ahab. Because anytime we go fishing with somebody else, it always feels like we're going to find the biggest squalls that can blow up on us, and we're hitting troughs of waves where the T-top is hitting the water and we're so sideways. So let's get on these bait fish. Of the speaky rig is how simple it really is. It's just 8 small hooks with a feather on it, pyramid weight, no bait needed. So we just ran 25-ish miles probably offshore? Or what, 25-ish miles offshore?
Right there on the miles per hour gauge.
28 miles, cool. So we just ran roughly 28 miles offshore out to some old tanks. And when I grew up, I thought tanks meant like old storage tanks. No, they're army tanks. It's the cool kind of tanks. Even cooler as an adult to know that. So we're out here now. We're gonna get this trolling motor deployed. And we're gonna get on some fish real fast. I'm feeling good. First try, ready? First try on box. Oh, you want Ross, how we doing?
Not too bad right now, but nothing on the boat besides some bait fish.
Bait fish. Master anglers we are. So we're moving to another set of pyramids. We fished these for a little while, nothing on it worth a damn. So we're gonna move to another set and go from there. The goal is just to get on something right now. A lot of little hits, but we need something to actually hit this thing. A piece of cut bait over a pyramid. I got something small. There we go. There we go. Just something tiny, just to say we caught something. Just to say we caught some. Just to say we caught some. What we got? It's a snapper. It's on the cusp of legal if it is. 16 inches is what we got to have in the state of Alabama. I don't know if we're going to quite get there or not. But it's going to get close. We're going to get close. Oh. Beautiful fish though. Absolutely beautiful fish. I don't think that one's going to quite get there, but we'll check it. Whoop, days. 14 inches. Don't think we're gonna quite get there. But it's a beautiful fish though. Down you go, buddy. And I didn't get to keep my bait. Good head. Fish on the boat, right? Ain't that right, Ross? We're not much in the way of fishermen right now, but we are right in the way of boaters. We're doing pretty good. Glassy conditions, the wind's finally dying down. We're not getting beat to back on a wave, on a short interval. It's a good day. Let's see, we'll drift back over here. Uh-oh, buddy. What are we on?
I feel like a foul hooked him, but it's a fish. A freaking big one.
We're on. Been a slow start to the day. Where is that?
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I got you. Oh, you pigs.
Oh, you pigs.
Oh, that was a good fish. What just happened?
Lost them.
What'd you have?
I don't know.
What'd it feel like?
I felt like I was pulling up a bucket.
Were you ready to do a post-game interview for just a failure?
No, I wasn't. It hurts.
It hurts.
You only got 2 in the boat,
2 in the boat.
and you lose a good one.
But at least it's nothing in the boat and you lose a good one. And just remember, if we lose it, it was a shark.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't 30,
world
30
will never know.
Definitely wasn't 25, 30 pound snapper.
The world will never know.
The world will never know. And that's okay. It looked like a good one. It looked like a better one. Oh, come on. Get him up. Went straight. That's good fish. I got a lot of faith in the old Pin 209, but not enough to pull a Sherman tank off the floor of the Gulf. So let's re-rig. So we're on again, and it feels like a good fish. Come on.
It's 2 stages. This has got to be a king, dude. See how far he's out?
Yeah, he's not running though.
He just tried to.
Get the gaff ready, same compartment. How you feeling, Ross?
Tired, bro.
Tired? That's okay. Sure. Definitely a shark?
They got a shark there, I'll tell you that.
It's a big shark if it is. How's the forearm pump? That's the real question. How is the forearm pump?
It's burning.
Would you like the belt? That's what I like to hear. We're not going to cave into pressure. We're still patiently waiting to see what Ross has pulled on the other end of this line. Or it's one hell of a dolphin. SeaWorld escaped porpoise. It's gotta be. Fighting it like it owes you some money though. I like that. All gumption. This ain't Bush League. We're close. We're mighty close.
My weight's going there though.
He's tired. What do we think, Ross?
That's 3 times now.
So we are knocking on lunchtime. 2 fish on the boat. Still don't know what Ross got broke off on. So we've moved on to a new set of structure, which is the old Dolphin Island Bridge Rubble, which for those who don't know is from where Hurricane Frederick back in, what, 79, 80, somewhere up in there, came through, took out all the original Dolphin Island Bridge, and they decided the best thing to do with the remains of it was to dump it out here in the Gulf and make an artificial reef. So it's actually got some pretty good fishing on it. So hopefully we get lucky here. That's the plan anyway. Made it back to the dock. Caught no more fish. We are not master anglers, we are average Joes at best, but 2 fish on the boat. And we made it back in one piece. So it's a good day fishing as far as I'm concerned. So we're gonna get this thing loaded back up on the slip, get it clean, get these fish cleaned up, and we're gonna head back to the house. So me and Ross forgot to film an outro while we were on the dock. So let me kind of recap the day for you ladies and gentlemen. So went out about 28, 30-ish miles by the time at the end of it. So we ended at 28, we cruised out to another couple pyramids past where we stopped originally, and then kind of slowly worked our way back in. The fishing wasn't terrible. I mean, we got on fish, we got broke off a lot, especially around them tanks. The problem when you're fishing structure is if you get on any kind of decent sized fish and you're not ready to crank the drag down and just winch it up, they go straight back down into the whatever structure they're at. So getting broke off is easy to do, especially if you're not really paying attention or you don't have your drag set right, and you know a decent size snapper comes and pulls 30-40 foot of line off before you know it. You're like, I'm in the rubble. Or in my case, you get wrapped around an old Sherman tank, and as much gumption as I have, it's hard to pull a Sherman tank off the floor of the Gulf with a 6000 series spin reel. Who knew? But we did good. Other than that, so 2 decent sized fish, got them cleaned up, ready to go. We're gonna head back to the house, maybe do a little kind of catch and cook kind of video. Gonna head there, gotta go pick some fresh corn out of the garden, get it steamed up. Thinking snapper, corn, I don't know, some collard greens maybe? I like collard greens. Got some peppers we can kind of add in with it, spice it up a little bit. So we'll see. Let's go. So we've made it back to the farm, and now we're gonna make a walk over to the garden and go get some fresh vegetables to pair with our snapper for dinner. I'm thinking maybe some squash, a couple ears of corn, the good stuff. So let's grab a couple things and let's get back to the house, because I'm hungry. It's been a long day. But we're over at the family garden where my in-laws and my wife have done a phenomenal job of getting a garden ready this year. I wish I had the mentality to do good at this. This is not me. I unfortunately just reap the benefits like an asshole. But it means there's an opportunity for us to grab some stuff and go. So let's see what we can find. What we got here? See if we can find us some decent ears of corn. So I got my 2 ears. I'm gonna try to see if I can find us some decent squash. Probably some good pieces in here somewhere. You dig hard enough. Ooh. Those are decent. Almost. That one's almost ready. We'll take that one. A little on the smaller side, but that's okay. Yep. Found our last squash. There we go. That's all we need. 2 squash, 2 corn. Don't take any more than what's necessary, and save enough, and save it for everybody else. So we're back at the house. All my veggies have been cleaned. Fish has been slightly prepped. I've kind of deboned it a little bit. Got through most of the red meat that I can, which is just little bloodlines. I mean, you can eat them, a little fishy. They taste fine. But when I cook, you know, for people, I try to cut it out. But we have 3 pretty fillets here, so let's go ahead and get this squash nice and cut up. You know, real thin, because we want it to kind of cook at the same rate that the fish cooks, which cooks rather quickly. So we're going to kind of thin slice these just a hair, so they cook a little faster. So I got the oven preheating at 350 right now. There we go. Take our ends out, which also are edible, but they're not for everybody. Just kind of line them through here. I love fresh squash. There is nothing better. And especially knowing that your family has grown it with tender loving care makes it that much better. Again, same thing with this one. Take it thin, or end off, small slices, nice and thin. Take it off to the side, go ahead and just kind of stack it as best we can. Need to grab some butter out the fridge in a minute. It's all going to kind of cook down. Be pretty good. Let me grab a stick of butter real fast. Stick of salted butter, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Go ahead and just kind of cut this up just a little bit so we can put it in our pan. And just kind of gingerly spread it around. No big deal. We're just trying to cover everything. Seasonings, gotta have some seasonings. Staple of all cooking, a little Tony Chacharons. Gotta love it. Again, don't be afraid to use it. Pull that out, that's a piece of paper from the butter. Also, remember, when you're cooking with Tony's, you don't need any salt with it because it's like 80-something% salt. Come back on top of it with a little dry rub garlic blend. Some good stuff, goes good on everything. Again, you can't go wrong with butter, garlic, fresh vegetables, and seafood. You just can't go wrong. Especially on some snapper fillets. But I mean, even if you're doing redfish, speckled trout, catfish, you can't go wrong with that combo. So got that. Flip that over. Get that a little bit better. There we go. Like a nice even coating. So take this, we're gonna pop that in the oven, uncovered. You can cover it, but ain't really sense to. Uncovered in the oven, 350, until the fish is nice, white, and flaky, and the squash is soft. Not too bad. Next, fresh corn. Go ahead and shuck it. And these are on the smaller side of the ears, but that's okay. Still tastes good. Hasn't got to be pretty. I don't need to pull this corn. We kind of picked a little early on these. But I really wanted some, so I can deal with the size of it. Right there. Get this one. It's probably a little bit more full. It is. There we go. Yeah, that's a good ear. I got a little excited on this first one, but I picked it, and if I pull it off the plant, I'm not going to waste it. That is just wasteful, especially when someone puts the time and love and care into it like my family has. I'm not going to waste a single thing out of it, nor am I going to pick more than what I actually need. Because that is for them, and I'm just lucky enough to be able to grab some. So again, just all the fibers, just kind of pick them off as best you can. And all we're going to do here is boil this today, a little bit of salt water. I thought about grilling it, but figured if we're going to do a little catch and cook, let's do it all together. Most people have a stove in their house, not everyone has a grill. Yeah, a little small, but she'll eat. We've been cooking for about 30 minutes. Corn is ready, nice and soft. How's our snapper and squash looking? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We're looking right. Pull that out in probably just a minute. I think we're ready to pull this out. Oh, yes. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Ooh-wee. all that beautiful B-roll. Oh, it's gonna be a good meal today. That right there is delicious. That turned out great. So go ahead and make this meal. Prepare it for two because my wife's on the way home. Nice surprise dinner for her. And eat this meal, have a good time. But thank y'all for coming along on this journey with us today. And I will see y'all in the next episode.